Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some fairly nice conditions this morning. After a cool front pushed through the area, we should see another warm day ahead today, but less in the way of humidity and plenty of sun with just a mix of a few clouds moving through the area as we move through the day today. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, we can see that boundary is pushed just out of the area this morning, and starting to see high pressure that will be building in behind that as we move through today and into the weekend, setting up for a fairly pleasant weekend this weekend. If we take a look at the current weather, just seeing a few clouds around 6,000 feet, a few clouds at 11,000 feet, seeing those winds out of the northwest around 4 knots, temperature at 77 degrees, and relative humidity is at 79%. Take a look at our current visible satellite. We can see just some scattered clouds in the right around the 7 to 10,000 foot levels. They'll continue to push through the area as we move through the day today, but should see plenty of sun and a slight breeze develop as we move through the day later on into the afternoon. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out as we move through the day today. Again, expecting mainly dry conditions moving through the day and over the next couple days, really. Just those scattered clouds pushing through the area, warm temperatures with less humidity, and as we go into the overnight hours, seeing just pretty much similar conditions with those scattered mid-level clouds in the area through the first part of the evening, and we'll see things cooling down a bit more than what we saw last night with that lower humidity, but still staying dry and pretty quiet conditions as we move into Saturday. Saturday we'll see a very nice day with seasonable temperatures and not a lot of humidity and mostly sunny skies. We'll see slightly breezy conditions develop as we move through the day today, or on Saturday, but overall another nice day, and that continues as we go overnight and into the day on Sunday. We'll see a slight chance of some patchy mist around the area, but setting up for a nice day Sunday. But as we get later in the day, we do have a weak boundary that will be approaching and has the potential to bring a few late afternoon, early evening light showers in possibly a thunderstorm, but not a very high risk of that at this time. So looking at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we're looking at green conditions as we move over the next 24 hours, seeing our high temperature climbing up to around 85 degrees. We'll see those winds picking up out of the west, 6 to 11 knots, gusting up to 16 knots. As we get later in the afternoon, we'll see those sustained winds, 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots for the later part of the afternoon. But fairly nice day, slight breeze going through the day with low humidity going into the evening. We'll see those partly cloudy skies continue. We'll see winds shifting more out of the northwest as we get past the midnight time frame, but staying fairly light, 6 to 11 knots, and then dropping down to 3 to 8 knots. We'll see those temperatures falling to around 62 degrees, which is right on par for seasonable temperatures this time of year. And we'll start to see plenty of sun as we get to the start of the day on Saturday. Looking at just possibility of seeing a ceiling develop around 7,000 feet this afternoon, but most likely just staying with some scattered few clouds pushing through the area for the next 24 hours. Looking at tides, half a foot above normal at this time in our weekend forecast. Saturday looking mostly sunny, partly cloudy later in the day, slightly breezy. Looks like we'll stay below that wind advisory criteria at this time. So looking at green conditions for our weather risk, we'll see our high around 81 degrees. Mostly clear conditions as we go Saturday night into Sunday, with some clouds starting to move in as we get to the start of the day on Sunday. Slight chances of patchy mist before sunrise. We'll see our low around 66 degrees with green conditions expected for our weather risk. And as we go into Sunday, we'll start to see partly to mostly cloudy conditions and another slightly breezy day. This day we'll see a little bit stronger winds, so we do have that yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots for Sunday. And then as we get later in the afternoon and early part of the evening, we'll see a slight chance of a chance of a few rain showers pushing through the area and a slight chance of seeing a thunderstorm. So enough to color the yellow risk for lightning and keeping a yellow risk for that precip chance as well. But looking at a warmer day with a high around 86 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.